yeah, so now we see Jangbi kind of moving out and picking off those mines. Jangbi's going to get a scout in here, so he's going to see those two factories. I think XellOs needs to, I'm not sure what he's doing. He put up an academy. Okay, I was just about to say, he needs to start putting up some more factories, so he is putting up another factory. Yeah, 2 more factories, good. So he's going to be making use of his increased economy now. Looks like Jangbi's just kind of content to run around and pick off mines, and I really hope that he has siege mode. If not, he kind of needs to get siege mode quickly. Ah, yes, the Goliath. Good, good, good. I wasn't sure if he was putting up that armory just for upgrades or not. It's just something that bugs me sometimes. I don't know why players don't get Goliaths against Protoss, especially if they're getting the armories anyways for upgrades, they might as well get a couple Goliaths, because seriously, why do Terran players sit there and let Protoss just get out a couple shuttles and drop Zealots all over their tanks? All it would take would be a couple Goliaths to hold off the shuttles, and anyways, we'll see how that fares. But so yeah, Zealous intelligently getting a couple Goliaths. Looks like he's got him in his base right now, actually. I'm not sure if he's sending any to his front lines also. Looks like he's trying to make a little bit of a run here. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Yeah, Jangbi's stacking up his dragoons on his bridge there. Zealous is trying to make a little bit of a run, and he knows that Jangbi still is probably a little bit ahead economically. It looks like Jangbi might even be setting up to make a third base there. Oh, he must have already made it because he's sending probes out to it right now. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Zealous was going to try and pick off some probes there and try and kind of pick things back up again, making another factory there. Zealous, right now I think yeah, okay. I saw him making that command center earlier, but it didn't really sink in. So Zealous trying to keep things even economically, and that's good for him. Eventually, it's going to have to come to some sort of a head here. Both players can't just sit there building up forever, especially if they want this game to be interesting, damn it. Both players sitting there and turtling, yeah, not too fun to watch. But shuttle coming in here, and Zealous spotted it with that SCV, so he knows that shuttle was there. Although it doesn't look like Jangbi decided to get. Yeah, there's those Goliaths coming into play, so they're going to chase off that shuttle. Brilliant. So that's what I was talking about. If those Goliaths were not there, then he would have been able to just drop. Well, the Marines were there, but it wouldn't have been too much. If those Goliaths weren't there, he would have been able to use that shuttle to just kind of drop Zealots in amongst those sieged tanks. It looks like a little battle going in for Zealous' new expansion, and Jangbi's fighting uphill here, but he does have those observers out. He does have the shuttle, so that's going to help him out a lot. Jangbi has broken that ramp, but looks like, sorry, getting flustered here. Zealous able to take the other side of the ramp there, and that command center is going to help him kind of block things off there. He's got vultures to protect those tanks there, and he's got a lot of tanks in the back. But oh, those Goliaths! Where did the Goliaths go? They're not able to stop the shuttle. Just one Marine trying to chase off that shuttle. And unluckily, well, I guess it's kind of lucky that Zealous had his SCVs there to try and block things off here, but he's going to lose that command center in another second, and that's going to be absolutely horrible if he loses that command center. It's going to be a long time to try and make another command center. It looks like he's going to hold off this push, but he's lost that command center, which means he's going to be behind economically for another few minutes, and that could be absolutely critical. Jangbi here putting up another couple gateways because he has that extra economy, so he's going to be able to make more units. Once those gateways get up and running, Jangbi's going to have a definite advantage. You can see there he almost broke Zealous' door. Well, I wouldn't say almost broke his door, but he got very far in there. He was able to break in and kind of use that funny angle going up the left side of that expansion to try and break in there and kill off that command center. So Zealous, he and Zealous are on the same terms militarily anyways. So once Jangbi gets, it looks like Zealous, as soon as he saw that command center was going to go down, started making another one because that one is already almost up again. So good move on his part. He did lose a lot of SCVs in that attack though. And Mine's chasing down those. Okay, Zealot's not quite dying there, but they are pretty hurt. Zealous, he knows he's behind. He knows he's behind, and so he knows what he needs to do is try and affect Jangbi's economy somewhat, to try and kind of catch up. And so that's why you see him sending in those vultures to try and pick off some probes there. Templar Archives out. Stargate going up for Jangbi. We've seen a lot more of Protoss going for carriers against Terran lately. So I'm imagining he's probably, well, yeah, I'm betting he's going to go for carriers. The other possibility is he could be going for some sort of arbiters, but like I said, we have seen a lot of carriers lately. Jangbi moving out here, just clearing out the mines, just trying to take things out. XellOs macroing decently. He's got a lot of tanks here. Well, not a lot more than he did before, actually, but significant amount of tanks. Basically, it's going to kind of come down to how this battle goes. XellOs does have turrets up. If he can put some turrets up around those tanks, that'll be key. He'll be able to block off, and it looks like they're showing there that sorry, Jangbi does have. It's hard to tell. I think Jangbi has 221 upgrades right now. Let's see if they see. And oh, XellOs is way behind upgrades. Actually, he's 0-1 on upgrades, so that could be a big deal. Also, actually, he does not have a lot of armor or extra firepower right now. Oh, it's huge attack coming in here. A lot of zealots coming in. It doesn't look. It looks like he's almost out of zealots. So I think this push is going to get pushed back. It's going to get broken back. He's out of zealots, and those tanks are going to be able to deal with those dragoons pretty easily if he brings in those reinforcements. He's pretty low on tanks, though. XellOs has set up a bit of a blockade here on the left side, and that's going to give him that time he needs to bring those tanks back into position on the top of that ramp, and so that's going to get pushed back there. Jangbi not able to push up that ramp as he was before. That's kind of how XellOs lost it beforehand. Is Jangbi was able to kind of go up around the side of his defense where they were out of range of the back row of tanks, and he is going for arbiters, of course. So Jangbi's going to get some arbiters here. I don't think that's going to be a big deal at the beginning, but once he gets some stasis field going, that's going to be a major problem for XellOs. XellOs does not have enough tech here to deal with this. And it's funny, I was just talking to Diggity about how I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this game, because whenever I commentate a game where there's someone who I really want to win, especially if they're an old-timer like Nada or XellOs, whenever I commentate one of those games, the person who I want to win always loses, almost always, and if they win, then it's usually the game one, and then they lose the ace match. So it's I was telling him how I didn't want to commentate this game because it meant that XellOs was going to lose, and XellOs does appear to be losing here. He might be able to, I don't know, he's managed to keep things mostly even. He's managed to push back Jangbi time after time, but right now Jangbi has a couple extra bases, not just an extra base, but a couple extra bases right now, and XellOs is going to see those arbiters coming out, but it's going to be, I don't think there's anything he can do about it right now. He hasn't got the tech right now to deal with that. If he can get some science, basically he needs some science vessels to kind of deal with the arbiters, or maybe a few more Goliaths or something like that. But he doesn't have the spare resources for it, and Jangbi just has a ton of units here in the middle. And XellOs, they're looking around, he doesn't have a lot of tanks, honestly. He could have more. I don't know. I would hope that, basically, I was thinking that I was thinking this earlier. I was wondering if XellOs was going to take any of the island expansions, because he kind of needs some sort of gamble expansion like that. He needs to kind of take an island expansion and maybe hope that Jangbi doesn't scout it, or put a couple Goliaths there or something like that. Arbiter is out. It looks like he's